My name's Janine. This is me. This is also me. And this is my car. And this is the engine that will go in my car because the one it came with is garbage. And this is the story of how it all came together with the help of Tim. It starts with this throttle body injected 350 out of an early 90s Chevy Caprice. I plugged the holes with socks. You heard me, socks. The polyester kind, not cotton. That way I could pressure wash it and disassemble. We've had this motor in storage for 20 years. No joke. 20 years. For some reason, we thought we might use it one day. See, folks? It pays to hoard stuff. This is a low miles unit. My intention is not to rebuild this motor, but to just clean it up with new gaskets and valve seals. So I plan on reusing all of those parts. And I lap the valves because it's cool. I am by no means a mechanic, by any stretch of the term. But I do like to try things, and I heard about this thing called YouTube, and there's a lot of videos you can watch of people doing stuff. And I had Tim watching over my shoulder, and he's pretty smart, so he kind of guided me in the right direction. Ew, gross. We will modify these Cadillac mounts to fit the 350. Modified engine mounts and adapter kit that we made to bolt the 350 to the Turbo 400 that stayed in the car. The Cadillac air conditioning and power steering pump both stayed in the car, connected. And Tim worked his magic to make those and the Cadillac alternator fit the 350. Brand new HDI distributor from Summit. Here's my favorite color of accessories, black, of course. I do have a melanized gear that I'll be putting on this instead of the one that it came with. That's because this engine has a factory roller cam. This carburetor is a Holley 4-barrel, as you can see, vacuum secondary, and I got a smoking deal on it from my friend Ted. Thanks, Ted. I tried the pine sol soak, and it seemed to work pretty good, although I don't recommend the purple flavor. It smells bad. And Evapo-Rust, because this thing is rusty. And because it's rusty, it's also seized. So I needed to soak it in some used ATF to get the shaft out so I could put some new bushings in it. These secondary shaft bushings were included in the carb rebuild kit. Tim had to make a custom spreader to get these bad boys on the motor. I did a quick fluid change and gasket in the transmission. Alright, the battery's connected. There's no smoke, no weird noises. Let's see if some lights come on. Buzzer works. Looking to see if the oil pressure light comes on with the new switch. Oh, there we go. Seems to be right. So far, so good. Okay, so we're going to test the fuel pump. It's a brand new electric fuel pump and a brand new oil pressure switch. So long arm Tim here is gonna connect the dots and see if the pump comes on.
Key's not on.
Key's not on. Okay, one moment. My one job. Okay, key's on. I can hear a fuel pump. Can you hear a fuel pump? Sounds like we're pumping. We have gas. So we can hear the float bowls filling. We can't see any gas.
Yes.
There's gas, he says. There it is. She squirts. Okay. So Tim will reconnect the pressure switch here. Some safety precautions are in place. Alright, things are going well so far. The battery is connected with no issues. The lights on the dash seem to come on properly and with the key on. The fuel pump pumps fuel into the carburetor, which does not appear to have any leaks as of yet. So I guess the next step is to wah 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 wah, see if she runs. Okay, if this runs, which may or may not happen, the exhaust, we only have exhaust manifolds on it, so it will be very loud. Okay, the moment of truth. Tim is confident this is going to start. He says it's got 12 degrees of timing, right? And we're just going to give her, and it's going to go. Let's see. I'm nervous. Could you hear it? Seems like we don't have any leaks. There's a bit of smoke we think is just the paint on the manifolds burning because I painted them recently. The belt stayed on. Let's see if we got any leaks underneath. There's dirt. I see no leaks, no drips or fluid leaks of any kind. All right. She's becoming more like a car again. We've got the hood back on her. Now I'm gonna fire it up and let it warm up a little bit and see if I can get it to operating temperature. more. Exhaust flaring tools. I don't know about you, but I can't go cruising around town being stock height. So we'll do the right thing before this thing actually goes on the road, and we'll cut the coils. Sprayed some black paint on her belly, and I successfully made it to the gas station. Solo trip. And then we took turns driving around the block. So obviously, my next step is to throw this bad girl on the highway and drive 300 miles to Victoria. Why Victoria, you ask? Well, it's the 3rd annual Laid Out Car Show in Victoria, and I have heard good things about this event. And Victoria is on an island, so I also get to go for a boat ride. Well, folks, I made it, and this event did not disappoint. My car made it all the way from Kelowna, BC to Victoria with 0 issues whatsoever. Can you believe it?